Hey there. I just want to show you my books. I want to show you my book collection. That's Power versus Force right there. I got it in cinematic mode, so you really can't see it. I also got the Gnostic Gospels up there. I got the candle for vibes. Anyway, so you're here because you want to learn how to send certified mail and send it overnight, right? In a previous video, I teach how to send mail overnight and for free. This video, I'm going to teach you how to do that, and I'm also going to teach you how to do it certified. And the reason why we want to learn how to do certified mail is because we're going to move with the intention that this is going to be an exhibit in our suit to discharge our mortgage or loan agreements or what have you. And what constitutes actual lawful service is sending certified mail. And this is not a luxury, it is an absolute right. If you read the very first article in the UPU, which is the Universal Postal Union, you'll find right there that you have the right to freely communicate. Because freedom of speech is also freedom of mailing. Anyway, when you get the chance, look up UPU Postal Power. I believe there's a video on YouTube that talks about it. But without further ado, I'm going to teach you how to send mail overnight and certified, because sending certified mail will constitute as proper service, proper notification, and learning how to do this is going to make for a good exhibit in your suit. Prima facie evidence that you tendered a payment, that you completed performance. And the reason why I want to hone in on this is because you can do everything right, but if you don't have the proof of it, it's almost as if it never happened. And in my experience, when I discharged my mortgage, don't you know, my 3811, I had a tracking number, and don't you know the recipient tore it off? They tore the tracking number off. Now, this is going to be evidence submitted in court. And this is why it's important to know how to send certified mail and what you can do to rectify something like that. So go ahead, get your notes out. And also take note that the materials that we're going to use today are largely free for the most part. So first, download the USPS app, and then you're going to hit the icon shop, and you're going to get a lot of the materials you see in this video. Oh, look at that, I got a rainbow. You'll be able to get those items on the USPS app. Okay? So without further ado, I'm going to show you how to send certified mail overnight for free. All right, so we're going to go over the things that you need in your mailing to send certified mail overnight. So here's the certified mail sticker here. It's got two parts to it. You're going to put the address of who it's going to on this here. And then you have your Priority Mail Express sticker. These two things are free. This as well is free. Okay, that's the envelope we're going to use. And this is the 3811 I was telling you about. Okay, and on it, you have the option of doing certified. This is where you give that directive. You can do certified adult signature, certified adult signature. That's the main thing you're going to be using when you are discharging your obligations and making your deposits. So go ahead and acquaint yourself with the USPS app. That's going to be your best friend. Okay, now for the contents itself, because remember I was telling you about how the the respondents tore off the tracking number, right? So I wouldn't know or couldn't make the connection on what piece of mail was what. Well, we got a fix for that. Because when you're sending your certified mail, you want to have the certified mail number on the physical document itself. On the very top, I put it on the very top as a header in all of my correspondence, if it's not court. And also at the very bottom here, you're going to number your pages always. It's going to be one of the sum total amount. So if you have 20 pages, it's going to be 1 of 20, 2 of 20, 3 of 20, so on and so forth. And you're going to put your last name in the corner, right? So 1 of 20, last name Freeman. I say that because your last name is going to tie this to the instrument itself. This is certified mail number that could or could not be destroyed by the recipient, forgive me, is going to be on the document itself. So there's never a question if did it get there, okay? And of course, you're going to have the contents of your letter. And with the proper header, proper page number, you're going to place this instrument inside your, whatever it is, your correspondence inside here. But your correspondence should, if it is a letter, say it's not an instrument or a birth certificate or whatnot, if it can be altered, do put the certified mail number on there. Okay, slide that in there. Pre-fold. Take that off and close it. Just like that. Now, some people go as far, and I do this actually, and draft what's called a certificate of mailing. Well, that is a sheet of paper simply saying the contents of what was in the envelope itself. I recommend doing that. I'll be doing another video diving deeper on that as well. So now we have here, I'll show you my stickers that I made. Okay, so I made my own stamp because I am the postmaster of this parcel. All right, by divine right, UPU law. Look at that. Can you see it? You guys make your own. Please make your own. All right. Make your own. Don't use mine. You can say something as simple as, you know what? I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. I'll put it in the footnotes of this video. So that's my sticker. I'm the postmaster. I stamp, I seal, I'm the fiduciary. This is deposit. The deposit belongs to me, right? So, and now we have our domestic or international mail label. Okay. This can be used as a tracking if it weren't certified. If we weren't doing certified, you could use that as a tracking. Place that here. All right, I went over this in the other video, but I'll reiterate. I really think it's important to have your own sticker labels. And the reason is because you're going to be dealing with the public. And when it feels official, you'll have less probability of rejection. When I first did these, often my letters were sent back to me. I would say probably seven out of 10 times my mail got where it needed to be, and 3 of the 10 times it was returned, right? However, now, because I've continued to do it, that doesn't happen. All my mail goes through without a problem. All right, so I encourage you to use your state flag. And like I said, I went over this in the other video, but just to brief you, you have near the city, okay? Then you have your zip code in brackets, right? Because zip code is military time under maritime admiralty law. And you can simply put private or non-domestic. So without the federal jurisdiction is what I'm saying, right? Because the presumption is that we are living under maritime admiralty laws and subject to the state, right? But we know that we have a divine right. We have a divine right to be postmaster over our communication. You have a divine right to communicate, to speak through written transmission from one state to another state or one country to another country without having to be fettered with bureaucracy bullshit. So, state's flag, your Avery sticker label for clout purposes. It's not absolutely necessary. Highly recommend though. And you're going to here where it asks you the dollar amount, you're gonna 0, 0, 0. I just love the way that feels right there. 0, 0. Okay. And the 2, you are going to write it in the traditional way you would write your address. Traditional. You don't have to make any exceptions. So let's just do 666 Money Changer Street, Bankster Boulevard in USA. All right, and got your zip code 69696. All right, so we filled out the majority of the front. We're going to come back to this. Now, turn that thing over. And you have your 3811 that you're going to attach on the back. All right, it has 2 sides. Put your address here. Highly encourage you to get your Avery sticker labels. I don't get a commission. I'm just saying. We're dealing with real people here. And then take this sticker off here. Oh. You're gonna put your address 266 Money Changers Street, Bankster Boulevard. And we want adult signature. Yeah, we want certified mail. Boom. And we want priority mail express. Boom. Now for that certified sticker, you're gonna repeat who you sent this to. Right here, Money Changers. Make the habit of filling out the entire address, okay? So these match up, address to who matches up. Now you're gonna take the number, the same number that was attached to the letter that you wrote. Okay, you're gonna place that here. Well, I tell you, these mortgage people are thugs. Like, homie got this 3811, ripped it off, broke half of it off, and gave it back to the postmaster, so I couldn't trace it. So the importance of putting the certified mail number on your document cannot be overstated. All right, so now we turn this over. Take your 3811, not your 3811, your certified mail sticker. Put it right here. Put it close to your own stamp. Got a perforated line there. I'm going to keep this. You put on the back the contents of what you sent in there. You can keep it for your notes. You guys are going to have to forgive me because I'm pretty sure I just belched in the microphone and I'm not making any cuts or edits, okay? Now, here's the fun part. I love this part. I get to take my thumb on this red felt. Boom. And if you don't have a red felt pen or red felt pad, just use like a red crayon, not red crayon, a red marker. That will suffice. You're gonna put your name, first name, last name out of 45. Then you're gonna put today's date. All right, to cancel out the stamp. Then we're gonna check both sides. Okay, where are we going? We're going to 66 money changers. We want certified, adult signature, and priority mail express, because we have the signature proof of them receiving our deposit. And we sent it certified because that's the state's standard for proper service. It checks out. And now we're done. Well, not exactly. Your next move is going to be to take your phone, open up that USPS app, and you're going to scan this. And then you're going to retitle the numbers and classify and note what the contents of it is. And you're going to follow the tracking to make sure that your mail got where it needed to go. And the cool thing about it is it's just like a little scan. You don't have to type the number in. It's very simple, to the point. And from this point forward, what you can do is make a simple drop off. You don't have to go inside the USPS store. You can literally get your stuff, these items on the app, mailed to your house. I forgot to tell you about that too. So I hope this video was helpful, and this is definitely one of the things in the toolbox that I was fortunate enough to learn early on, and it saved me hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, maybe even a few $1,000s. So anyway, talk to you later.